This news is so unbelievable that I just feel like this can't be true. Everybody calm down. It's fine. This has to be a typo.
From the bottom of my heart, you guys, thank you so much.
Thank you for watching
This guy's channel, Jody's channel.
Jody's Corner.
No.
My favorite.
Thank you so much.
YouTube was good. It's your boy Jody Joe. Welcome to Jody's Corner. Thank you guys so very much for being here. Superman is in the news, and I am devastated. I'm absolutely devastated at a specific word in this rather great news article that has me excited. You guys know Ta-Nehisi Coates has been cast to be the writer, not cast. He's been hired to be the writer of the upcoming Superman film, which will be a black take on the character. And in this article that is praising the decision, Warner Brothers is saying that they're searching for a director, and they want the director of said movie to be black. Okay, I'm on board with that as well. So let's take a little bit of a dive in this article that has people like, oh, okay, there's a lot of stuff in here that will shake a lot of people up, but not me. There's just really one word in here that's going to shake me up. And I want you guys to just ride with me on this, and let's get down to the nitty gritty. So they talked about how, Michael B. Jordan has his little deal with Warner Brothers as far as inclusion. They talk about how they hired Ta-Nehisi Coates, and they talked about how this came to be and how they wanted this to happen in competition with Marvel and what they're doing. They talked about who are the capable directors? What are some of the names that were brought up in this article? Well, it said the list can include Creed 2, Stephen Campbell Jr., Regina King. She did an amazing job with One Night in Miami. That's one of the best movies that I've seen this year. That movie helped change my life. I mean, I really mean that. That movie is fantastic, and just the way I see and I reflect on my own blackness and the way I see other people and the way that I feel and see even music. And I mean, it's amazing. Regina King's a great director. I'm really proud of her. Shaka King, he was the director of Judas and the Black Messiah. These are just some of the names that are popping up. DJ Dillard. I don't really know who that is. I've heard Barry Jenkins' name being mentioned. He was the director, of course, of 2016's Best Picture winning Moonlight. I believe he directed Moonlight. So this is cool. I feel like this at this moment in this juncture where we're at in this video so far with this article, that this is a little bit race baity. This is a little bit doing a little extra. It has to be a black director. We have to use these black names. It feels very formulaic, and it doesn't really feel like it's organic. I feel like this feels very much crafted, and I feel like movies should be organic in nature, how they come to be. Sure, an idea, a plan, but I feel like there shouldn't be any outside influences that come around to when it comes to casting directors, writers, actors, and so forth. I know we're in 2021, and I know, rest in peace, George Floyd, and I know with the sacrificial death, basically, of George Floyd, that things have changed. People are paying attention to what black people got to say. People are paying attention to what black people are going through. And it's not just black people paying attention. The more important thing is that white people are paying attention to the injustices and the transgressions that us black people have to go through on a day-to-day basis. And for that, I'm grateful. And I understand what time period I'm in. I really do. When it comes to them wanting to do a black Superman, there was really one thing that I was understanding that made me okay with it. Sure, there's a black Superman already in existence. We have an Earth 2 Val-Zod character from Krypton. Val-Zod is another Kryptonian who is actually black in the comic books, who I believe, sure, let's make a movie about him, fine. Because you can't do Kal-El, because Kal-El is Earth Superman. Clark Kent, Kal-El from Krypton, is the iconic 85-year story that is untouchable. So they even made a black character in the comic Superman. I'm like, yeah, sure. Yeah, we can make that happen. Even Michael B. Jordan was on Oprah a few years ago when he was first rumored to be a black Superman, how he wanted to be a black Superman. Do you know what Michael B. Jordan said? He said, yes, I would love it. There's a character called Val-Zod, and he's from Earth, blah, blah, and I would love to play him. He's interesting. He's dope. Even Michael B. Jordan, in his mind, wanted to play Val-Zod, the black iteration of the character. He wouldn't want to play Kal-El, Clark Kent from Krypton, sent to Kansas, went to Smallville, Lana Lang, Jimmy Olsen, Metropolis. No, that's not the story. Even Michael B. Jordan knew that. But there's something in here that really is setting a fire to a lot of people. And initially, I'm not going to lie, when I myself read this, I was set afire to the point where I'm like making this video right now. So let's go ahead and see what's going on. They talked about Henry Cavill, and they talked about Brandon Routh donning the cape. You know, Henry Cavill was 2013, 668 million. And Brandon Routh's Superman Returns brought in a little bit over almost 400 million worldwide. A lot of people don't know that, is that even though people think Superman Returns is the inferior film to Batman Begins, which it is. I mean, Batman Begins is a better movie. But as far as box office performance, Superman Returns made more money than Batman Begins. A lot of people don't know that. I think Batman Begins made 280, 290, something like that. In the 200s, I believe. So, fun fact. But establishing a new tone with the launch of the next Superman franchise is key to Warner Brothers' DC film future. As such, little will remain of the so-called Snyderverse vision enjoyed through Hurrah with Snyder's fire. DC's upcoming Flash movie began production in April in London and is its way forward to a post-Snyder world, Jody Damas. With the inclusion of such characters as Sasha Calle for Supergirl, Michael Keaton's Batman, Flash, we're talking about what the future is going to look like. And there's amazing news here, and then there's trash news here. The Superman films appears to be moving on to its own track and won't be a part of the universe. Wow. That's great. The reason why that's great news is because this is what I wanted, because it shows that, cool, you're going to make this Elseworld Superman that's not a part of the main universe, but you're still telling the story, and you're showing the world, and you're getting that off. You know what I'm saying? You're scratching that itch. You're scratching that black man itch. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, cool. So for the main universe that we have moving forward, we could still get a proper Superman movie. You know, Kal-El from Krypton, sent to Kansas. You know, like I said, the icon, the unchangeable, unrace swappable character Clark Kent. That's what I'm talking about. So this gives me great hope when I read this. Then I proceeded to get my sheet entirely pushed in and wrecked sideways. Sources tell The Hollywood Reporter that Coates is crafting a Kal-El in the vein of the original Superman comics and will have the protagonist hail from Krypton and come to Earth. Sources tell The Hollywood Reporter that Coates is crafting a, one word, Kal-El. Y'all see it? A Kal-El in the vein of the original. Kal-El? What happened to Val-Zod? What happened to the actual black one that exists? So listen to me. I need to get this off my chest and let you guys know right now. This right here is a typo. This right here is the writer of this story not understanding what Kal-El means. This is the writer of the story just writing it down without realizing what him using that word means. That's where I'm at until further notice, until official confirmation. That's where I'm at. So I'm gonna not rant and I'm not gonna rage out over something that I believe has to be a typo. But just for your entertainment and for the sake of the discussion, and hopefully Warner Brothers is watching this, let me do a little breakdown and pretend that this was real. Let's pretend that this is going to happen. Let's just say on another Earth, let's say we're in Earth 6, and it actually exists in Earth 6 that Warner Brothers would have the audacity, the sheer audacity to make a Kal-El Clark Kent black Superman, completely hijacking a character who was crafted as an icon over 80 years in the history of DC, the very first superhero. Let's pretend. And I have to start at our time where we're at. Like the Me Too movement before it, and the women empowerment movement and the equality, all of these other movements before them. I've sat back since 2017 when toxicity really first started heavy in our society. And I've seen these movements, while good, a lot of good in them, a lot of bad behind them as well. I'm starting to look at more women be cast. I'm looking at more women getting those executive jobs, getting those director jobs, getting those producer jobs. And I'm like, I'm all for it. I am a feminist because I believe that women and men, with regards to the way they should be treated within society and pay and opportunity, are equal. They should not be treated as the same because we are not the same. But I do believe that there should be an equality between the way that the women and men are treated. I believe this deep down in my heart. The feminism word scares people because there's so many different iterations of feminism. They took that word and they radicalized it, and it scares people, and I understand. But I'm a true feminist. So let me say this. When I've been watching these things happen, and let's say we take a scale, all right? We have a scale, and the scale is on this side, we have men dominant, classic Hollywood, men heavy acting roles, men cast, men executives, men directors, men producers, the way things usually are in Hollywood in 2017. And then we have the changing the gender stuff, right? More women need this, more women need that. I agree. What happens when the scales are tipped? Because that's how they were. More men, less women. How do you balance these scales out? How do you balance them? How do we take something that's unbalanced and balance it? How do we do it? That's a serious question because the way Hollywood has been doing it has been wrong. When there is an imbalance in anything, when you're trying to make equality, when one side is more dominant than the other and you're trying to bring equality, if I have a whole bunch of gold on this side, which is the men, and I have a little bit of nuggets here of gold, which is women, and the scales are tipped, and I have the power and I have all the gold, and I just put the gold on this scale. I put a lot over here and I put a little right here. Well, what do you do to balance it? Some of you guys watching right now are saying, oh, simple. Just take some gold from here and add it here, and then they'll start to balance. How many of you guys said that? You were wrong. And that's what's wrong with the society that we're in. That's what's wrong with how we're doing equality. You should never, when it comes to equality, have to take away from something to make something else equal. All you need to do is add more gold to the other side. especially when you have the power to do so. You should never have to take from others to make something else whole. I believe in that. I will ride to my grave with that. I shouldn't have to take off the Asian man's plate, the Indian man's plate, and a whole lot off the white man's plate to get my share of food. Motherfreaker, go make me another meal. Make me some food. You add more to it. You add more. More women, add more women roles to where it's balanced. Sure, less men will get roles because more women are getting them, but you're not taking away. You're not, in this instance, when it comes to Superman, Black Superman, the Superman. You don't take Kal-El and give it to the black guy to bring balance. No, especially when you have a character Val-Zod. You just add and create a Val-Zod Superman so slowly and surely you can get the synergy you want. And then the people could choose. The people can choose. You do not hijack and take away from the original Superman to give to someone else for equality. That's not how it works. You have to do the work. It's cheating. It's dishonest. 1938 Superman, when he first debuted, he couldn't even fly. His suit was trash. It was a triangle for an S. And over the last 60 years, 40 years after, he has been crafted. Got the backstory, got the suit, got the flight, got the abilities to become the Superman that we know today. He put the work in. DC put the work in is what I'm saying. DC crafted that hero with trial, tribulation, errors, mistakes, nights at the comic book shop, sweating it out, frustrated, trying to figure out how to make this character the best he could be. And here we are 80 years later after he is a solidified icon, and that Superman shield, that S, is the single most recognized symbol in the world after the cross, Christian cross. Facts. All of that iconism, all of that was hard work. And years that it took. Sure, hard work and years that it took in a racist society. Sure, I get that. But that's the past, bro. Hard work is hard work, period. And you gonna try to say, I'm a black Superman. I want to be popular. Even though I have a Val-Zod iteration, no. I want your Superman. I want that one. I want the main one. I want to be Kal-El. What do you mean you want to be Kal-El? Wait, here. No, you don't have to take my toy, neighbor. Here, I have a toy that when friends come over that they could play with, so they don't have to play with my favorite toy. This is the one that I love. Here, his name is Ben. Hi, Ben. You want to play with him? No, I don't want Ben. I want yours. This is bullshit. This is absolute bullshit. Superman's not black. And there's a whole bunch of white people out there that are afraid to make a video even saying that because y'all will call them racist. This ain't about race. It's about getting this character right, bro. The disrespect. Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster turning over in their grave right now off this shit. They made and crafted this character as Jewish immigrants to look like them in their likeness, an alien come to the country, an alien from Krypton coming to the world. They put themselves in this character and they made it in their likeness. Dark hair, black-eyed, sometimes blue. This is how they made it. To be like them, their hero. This is not written. They added themselves to it. And y'all gonna race swap the shit? That's some straight bullshit. And it's disrespectful. I'm not gonna take T'Challa and make him white. I'm not gonna take James Bond and say, your name is James Bond from the UK, but now you're black. You're black now. No, cast a new agent and make him codename Bond. Don't make him James Bond. No. I'm not gonna take, this is the equivalent of making a black Spider-Man live action film. If I want to make a black Spider-Man live action movie, what do? What do you do? most of you guys are like, yeah, there's already a black Spider-Man. In the cartoon we saw him, Miles Morales. He's a great character. Oh, so let's make Miles Morales live action? He's not that popular. Whew. I want that Peter Parker. Let's make Peter Parker black. You have a black one. You have a black one. They already create. What is the point of creating a black iteration of a Superman and you not use him? Not only is it disrespectful to the icon that is Clark Kent, Kal-El, the traditional Superman, but it's also disrespectful to the characters who wrote Val-Zod. Because imagine the writers who wrote the Val-Zod comics so that a black iteration of this character can be seen. And then Warner Brothers goes and makes a movie about a black Superman. And I'm pretty sure the comic book writers, when they heard that news 6 months ago, they were doing backflips. Like, yes, this is what I wanted. This is what I wanted. I created a black Superman. And now he's finally going to be seen by the world. This amazing Val-Zod character is finally going to get a movie. Hopefully Michael B. Jordan will play him and the world will get to see how amazing a black Superman can actually be. Nah. It's going to be Kal-El. We're not going to use your shit. Bro, it has to be a typo. This is a typo. Some things are just too iconic. You don't touch them. Bruce Wayne will always be white. I don't give a freak what you guys want to do. Oh, let's swap in black. We'll swap. Why? And a black guy has to come out. I don't sound like I'm down in my own people. Why? Why? Because y'all out here doing this dumb shit. This is dumb. So it's a typo. So I'm not upset. It's a mistake. They surely didn't mean to do this on purpose. This was just an error in the writing. We're gonna be fine. Superman is here with us. Clark Kent's going to be here. That's why I feel like breaking my sheet right now. That's why it's cool. That's why I'm not tripping. I will just give you guys a glimpse at if this was real, if they were actually trying to do something as blasphemous as make the black Superman story, Clark Kent from Krypton, Kal-El, going to Smallville, Kansas, doing the whole farmer, doing that Jonathan Kent. Utter ridiculous, bro. That's a slap in the face at the icon that is Superman. He's been iconic for too long. You don't touch him. Some people you just don't touch. You don't touch Clark Kent. You don't touch Kal-El. He's white. And it's not white race. He's just that fair skin. I don't look at Superman as a white man. I look at him as Superman. So when you try to make this motherfucker black, Kal-El is like, oh, it's a shock. It just doesn't work. It doesn't work because when you can't make that same character black because the cultures are different. You're going to want to be a black character written with black culture, and you're going to have black. There's things that we expect from a black character: swag, culture, style, transgressions, issues, you know what I'm saying? And then other regular, normal human stuff. How do you do a Kansas story with a black Superman? You can't. That Kansas white boy farmer thing growing up as a black, it doesn't work. It don't work. It don't work. So that's why this is absolutely fake news, guys. I mean, it's not fake news. This is real news. They're definitely doing this woke freaking movie now. But it's like this right here. Miss Typo. Typo. That's all. That's it. It's just a typo. So put down in the comment section what you guys think. Subscribe to the channel. I've said black in here. I've said woke. I've said women, me too. I've said trigger words that YouTube is not going to roll with. So this video is buried. Shout out to YouTube for burying me. A black channel. What do you know? What do you know? So shout out to the couple thousand people who found me. If you like the real talk, subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Because YouTube has been shadow burying my channel for the last 2 years, and it's ridiculous. Because, I choose to say words that, aren't really PC. But I ride for what I believe in. I have the Jody's Corner community that has my back. So we're going to keep on keeping it real right here on YouTube. Because when I can't keep it real on YouTube no more, I'm out this motherfricker. And I am Jody Joe, and I am out this motherfricker. Deuces!